Good morning everyone. Welcome back to English Literature online class. And today in this class I'm going to teach you the lesson called Wilbur in your English Literature book chapter 12. Okay. So before I discuss the story, so let me introduce the author first of this story. The author name is Alvin Brooks White, born in 1899 and died 1985. An American writer who was born in the Mount Vernon, which is in New York. He was a contributor to the New Yorker magazine and wrote books for children, including Stuart Little and The Trumpet of the Swan. So these are the few works done by Alvin Brooks White, which you have to know about Alvin Brooks White. So the story name is Wilbur. So what is Wilbur here? Wilbur is actually a piglet. Piglet means the baby pig are known as piglet. And the story begins with the 8-year-old Fern. Fern is a girl character in this story who works out to save the rent. The extract is a part of the children's novel, that is Charlotte's Web. Now before I explain you the story, so I want to ask you all some questions first. That do you have any unusual pet? Like most of us know, at home we keep pet like dog, cats, but people, you can imagine that people might have an unusual pet like this piglet here. Okay, some people, they keep their pet as a snake also. Okay, so unusual pet, have you ever seen or imagine? Do you have to part with them? How do you feel when you have to part? Part means to depart. Like you like the dog so much, puppy so much, but when you have to depart from it, how do you feel? Obviously one will feel sad to depart, no? Because the bond gets attached to it, isn't it? Now in the story, what happens here is, one day a piglet named Wilbur was brought to the arable household. Fern, the young girl of Mr. and Mrs. Arable. So this girl, Fern, was a daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arable, took keen interest in raising a spring pig. So here they took the interest to raise the pig. Okay, this pig, whose name was Wilbur. With each passing day, the love between the two grew more. Between the two means here between the pig and the fern. So the love, the bond gets attached when you keep the pets at home. Okay, you treat them like a human being. So it grew more and more day by day between the Fern and this piglet. Fern took delight in all work which she had to undertake for Wilbur. Now here Fern was enjoying the work that she has to do for Wilbur. Okay, like feeding, making him sleep, bathing, everything. So she was enjoying all this, starting from warming up his morning milk to seeing him sleep. So from the morning to the night. Okay, so warming the milk for the Wilbur and to sleep also, everything was managed by this girl named as Fern. After 2 weeks of Wilbur makeshift accommodations near the kitchen stove. So here now Wilbur must be shifted, okay, from after 2 weeks near the kitchen stove. Mrs. Arable complained that Wilbur must be moved into the woodshed. So here Mrs. Arable, the mother of Fern, what she complained here? She complains that she has to be kept where? In the shade, woodshed, where actually the piglets are kept. As the days quickly went by, Wilbur now had become big enough to be sold as decided by Mr. Arable, father of Fern. So what he has decided? He has decided that Wilbur has turned big now and has to be sold. Seeing Fern despondent on the idea of selling Wilbur on Mrs. Arable behest, the name of Fern's uncle was suggested as the prospective buyer of Wilbur. So here means when Fern came to know that father is going to sell Wilbur, so she became desperate, unhappy, okay, and seeing the daughter unhappy, what mother told to Fern that the buyer of this piglet will be your uncle only, so you can visit anytime, you can see anytime. That is what being told. With everything arranged, the man bought the runt, okay, this one, and soon his lodging was relocated to Zuckerman's barn. Now he was, means after the uncle bought this piglet, so it was shifted to Zuckerman's barn. That is the new place for Wilbur. So this is what the story is being told from perspective of the author. Okay, I hope you understood the story. It makes clear to you.